this video is going to get 1,000 views. You don't believe me? Okay, well, why don't you come back in a week, take a look at the view count, and let me know where it's at. You still have your doubts? All right, I can understand that. So let me actually go ahead and break down exactly how I'm gonna go ahead and do it so that you can do it on your videos too. See, I used to work really hard on my videos and I would publish them, and then I would sit there and watch as little to zero views would come in. And I figured that my channel was just too small to compete with all those bigger channels with large established audiences. That or YouTube just flat out hated me. You have a small channel and it seems like no matter what you do, you just can't seem to get people to view your videos. Well, my name is Nessa and I'm here to help. So let's get traffic flowing into your channel and to this video. How are we gonna do it? We're gonna start with the title. Now you may think that you have titles figured out, but if your videos are not getting any views, and I mean views that you are not actively pushing, so nothing that is coming from hard promotion on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or anywhere else where you're pushing this video out, asking people to please take a look, then chances are that your titles just aren't cutting it and they're probably bad. Now, I can tell you this because my titles used to be really bad. In fact, they used to suck. So we have to find a way to fix that. Most people that talk about YouTube growth, myself included, would advise you to go ahead and do your keyword research first. And if you want some more information on keyword research, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put a video on the iCard. This is an important first step because we want YouTube to pull our video from the millions and millions of videos that get submitted every single day whenever anybody searches for a topic that we have talked about, and display it front and center so that we have a chance of getting those views. And the way to do that is with SEO. So we want to have the right titles, the right keywords, the right tags. But while that is good for the algorithm is not the one that is going to be watching your videos. Your videos are going to be watched by people, and people don't always respond to a highly technical SEO friendly title. People respond to emotions. People respond to rewards. You have to think in terms of why should they watch your video over all of the other videos that are also shown on the first page. Let me go ahead and give you an example. We are right in the middle of back to school season, which means that back to school haul videos are very popular right now. Now, an SEO optimized title for a back to school haul could be Back to School Haul 2020 Remote Learning Edition. But why should I, a mom with a kid who is going to be going back to school and doing remote learning, click on your video over all of the other back to school haul remote learning edition videos that people are making? Now, if your title had something along the lines of cheapest back to school haul ever, over 75% off in savings remote learning edition, the cheapo in me is going to want to click on that video. And this is true even in highly saturated niches. I mean, look, there are millions and millions of 5-minute makeup videos, but would you click on a video titled 5-minute makeup video with my feet, or 5-minute makeup video while I ride the train to work? I think you might be tempted to. So what I'm saying is, yes, you want to optimize your title for the algorithm, which I'm gonna go ahead and do for this video, but you also wanna go ahead and optimize it for people. Tell them what the reward for watching your video is. Play to their emotions so that they want to go ahead and watch your content. But, and this is a big one, you have to make sure to deliver within your content. So in other words, if the title of my video is going to be 5-minute makeup challenge with my feet, I better be doing my makeup with my feet in that video, because if I'm not, people are gonna click out of it really fast, and then the algorithm is not going to keep helping you. Okay, so we have crafted our title. It's optimized for the algorithm. It's optimized for people. We are positioned in YouTube search. Our video is getting pulled up. Now we have to win the click. Yes, my friend, I am talking to you about your thumbnails. And while there is no perfect formula for the right thumbnail, essentially the right thumbnail is the one that is going to give you the best click-through rate. So the one that is going to get people to click, that's the one that's going to be the right thumbnail for your channel. And a style that works for you may not necessarily work for me, or something that is working really well for me is not necessarily going to work really well for you. So you really have to kind of experiment and try different things in your channel to see what is working. But let's look at some of the best practices that we can follow just to kind of get an idea as to how we can improve them so that they have a better chance of winning that click. And we're starting out with text. You can either use text on your thumbnail or have no text on your thumbnail. But if you are going to have text, make sure that it is readable on a mobile, because a lot of people design their thumbnails on a computer, and when it's big, it looks really nice. But as the thumbnail shrinks, because most people watch videos on their phone and they see it in that smaller space, it's not always as readable, and that can hurt your chances of winning the click. So make sure that any text that you incorporate is 100% readable on a mobile as well. You also don't want to use too much text on the thumbnail, because people aren't reading thumbnails. People glance at thumbnails. So you only want to put what a potential viewer can see and understand at a quick glance. If you're a small channel like myself, you also want to go ahead and experiment with your thumbnails. You don't want to worry right off the bat of making every single thumbnail look exactly the same or cohesive, because you have to figure out exactly what your audience or what people are going to respond for in terms of your channels. So do they click more when you show your face, or do they click more when you show the products or services that you talk about? Do they prefer a blurry background, or do they like a solid, colorful one? You can get all of this insight simply by asking people on all of those places where you are promoting your videos. But more importantly, from the organic traffic that you receive, you can actually get this information from your YouTube analytics, because YouTube actually tells you exactly how many people it showed your video to. So these are the impressions, and then out of those impressions, how many people actually clicked on the video. So that is your click-through rate, or your CTR. If your CTR is low, it means that even though YouTube showed your videos to all of these people, they chose not to click on it. So take a look at your title to see, okay, did I optimize it for people as well, or is it too technical? And if your title seems fine, then take a look at the thumbnail and ask yourself, would I click on this thumbnail if it wasn't my channel? Would I click on this thumbnail if I hadn't designed it? And maybe consider switching out the thumbnail. You can always put in a brand new thumbnail with a brand new design, and you know what? Start pushing traffic to that video again so that you can trigger the algorithm once more. Let a couple of days go by, and then go back and check the CTR and see if it has improved. The biggest tip that I can give you when it comes to your thumbnail is to try to make sure that your thumbnail stands out from all of the other ones that pop up whenever the topic that you're talking about is searched, because ultimately that is what is going to draw the viewer's attention, and they're gonna go, maybe I should go ahead and click on this video. Remember, you're trying to win the click, which reminds me, you're watching this video right now. Did you click on it because you read the title, or did you click on it because you liked the thumbnail? Let me know down in the comment section. The other factor that you want to pay attention to when trying to get more views is your audience retention. You have information in regards to your audience retention within your YouTube analytics as well, but we're actually going to dive into that in another video. For this video, I want you to focus on fixing your titles and fixing your thumbnails. For now, all I'm going to ask is that if you found some value in this, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so that we can continue growing our channels together. I will go ahead and see you on the next one. Bye.